Welcome to Transvestite Secrets Revealed. Here we are backstage at Adventure Studios, and Karen Dior is putting on her makeup. She's a famous female impersonator, and here's Frances curling her lashes. And we also have Chrissy Orchid, another female impersonator. And we expect the arrival of Bill Fenway, who is going to be transformed before your eyes on stage. And not neglecting your host here, Michael Salem. Everyone is scurrying about and getting to know one another. Waiting, just waiting for Bill's arrival. And here you can see them applying the finishing touches to their masquerade. This is part 2 of How to Impersonate a Woman. Later on, we will review everything you learned in part 1, plus the conversion scales. And in addition, in this volume, we are going to show you, the would-be female impersonator, exactly how to find your shoe size.
My name is Bill. Hi, Bill. Karen. Hi, Bill. Hi, Francis. Nice to meet you. You have a little surprise for you tonight. Should be very interesting. Oh, I brought all my clothes and stuff, and this is the first time I've worked in fetish stuff as far as dressing and stuff like that. Well, make sure you fit into the clothes. Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. I'm a little glad to watch you.
As Bill nervously gets acquainted with our lovely cross-dressing starlets, our crew is readying the set for his transformation. You will see Bill right before your eyes go from Bill Fenway to Virginia. This has been his dream. Let's eavesdrop on his conversation with the girls, starting with Karen.
You're a famous star, Karen.
Okay. I guess so.
I hope I can work with you. I hope we can work together.
I'm sure we can.
I'll wait for you girls upstairs.
This should be interesting.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Michael Salem, and tonight we're going to see Bill Fenway, a TV, now a man. He will be transferred into a beautiful woman by 3 lovely people. These people are, on my far left,
Karen Dior, producer, director, actress, model. Chrissy Orchid, a white-collar worker who dresses primarily for pleasure, and Francis, a blue-collar worker who dresses to relieve stress and have fun.
For our first item of the evening, I would like to give Karen this fabulous padded girdle to use on Bill.
I'm sorry. Okay, why don't you take off all your clothes and put this on. And won't that be fun?
There are many different types of female breast simulation afforded to the true female impersonator. When you make your decision on which one you choose, bear in mind that there are choices from a small investment to the largest investment. But whatever your choice, make sure you're comfortable with it and that it makes you feel very feminine. For a woman wears her bosom like a peacock wears its feathers. The serious female impersonator is always equipped with all that is necessary to assume a perfect bosom and hourglass figure. Hip and buttock foundations. Each female impersonator tries to develop the contour of the hip line and the tiny waist in her own fashion. Whether you prefer a spandex panty girdle or just to wear a gaff with a little waist cincher, what is an individual choice, as long as you achieve that tight, tiny waist with those round, curvaceous hips that make you feel and look your most feminine. Each of us must have special attention paid to our lingerie, for there's nothing more female than a sweet, scented lingerie drawer filled with all the capricious, satiny, silky articles that make women so feminine and so special. Garters in the 90s are very popular now. Many women enjoy wearing garters under their skirts, simply when they cross their legs or when the wind blows. You get a little look at a garter and the top of a stocking, and it's just, oh, so sexy.
you think we ought to give him the treasure chest?
This one?
Well, we can do it right.
It's an upside down. Now, the girdle.
Ah, the fabulous lace-up corsets.
Corset. I don't like the corset.
Get that stomach inflated.
Okay.
Struggle. Is it too tight?
Gonna have to loosen
Yes, you have to loosen up the knot.
Actually, can we do it?
That's what I said. Well, growing up as a kid, I've always wondered how I would look just as a beautiful model. And now, in my late 20s, I've come to realize that fantasy come true. And I just love wearing exotic lingerie such as this. And I hope to do it for a long time to come.
Well, actually, I'm in the business for over 20 years, and it was quite a revelation when I realized that many of the customers that our family business had on Madison Avenue, New York, were TVs. Of course, I didn't understand what a TV was at the time. Many women would come in, buy things for themselves. A few minutes later, their husbands just might pop in and ask for items of the same nature that their wives received from us, but we never had the sizes. I started saying, what is happening here? Who are these people buying for? They're not buying for their wives. And eventually I discovered that there's a huge market out there. And over 20 years, I've been in the market selling to TVs and TSs and many other people all over the world in super large and very tall sizes. We have many millions of customers and we're international. We now advertise, of course, in Penthouse, actually for the last 20 years, in Cosmopolitan. We're in 200 newspapers every week, including the Chicago Tribune, Chicago Sun-Times, San Francisco Chronicle, Examiner. And we have a fabulous number of people calling all the time to meet one another. They meet one another, they hear about events, they hear about the latest in fashions, makeup, travel ideas.
Well, Chrissy, 3 years ago, I started dressing like this. I started trying on the clothes and the makeup. So I've been into this for about 3 years. And I met Mr. Salem. And now I do it quite often.
You don't mean to say that I encouraged you to do this, do you?
No, I was into
But I
it.
helped you with the sizes and all
I
that.
started going to parties like 3 years ago dressing like this.
Have you been using our number lately to get in touch with other TVs in a discreet
No,
manner?
I don't use it. I use it, but not every day.
Okay, well, continue to use it.
we have people from CEOs to lawyers to doctors to truck drivers, every conceivable occupation you can imagine, wanting to dress like a woman. And TVism is very, very popular all over the world now. It is becoming so popular that I think 1 out of every 8 male persons is into it in some way or another. So now that we have this wonderful group of people, I would like to tell you that it is absolutely wonderful and fantastic. And there's nothing I can say except, what do you think about these people?
Everybody's great.
And what do you think about these people? There's one thing about these fabulous people. If you just keep wearing our fabulous clothes, and you keep doing everything in the TV way that is associated with wearing the clothes and learning to walk and talk, deportment, and calling our line and meeting other nice people, you can enjoy yourself just with the clothes and the corsets and the bras, the girdles and the stockings and the shoes. And believe me, you cannot get certain diseases by wearing clothes. Maybe you'll get corset rash, but that's about all. And now to Bill Fenton.
Well, I've been kind of cross-dressing for about 2 years. And it's been very interesting. And just recently I went out in drag. And it's been exciting in ways and frightening and scary and yet it was enjoyable. And I love Michael Salem's products, and I admire Karen Dior, and I would like to look like her and probably never would. But I think she's very beautiful in her female ways.
Bill, I want you to know that we're all here to watch your transformation. And you will look beautiful, because with the expertise we have right here, you will have the complete transformation into superlative natures.
Gee, I love the way these hips and stuff, and the way you lace this corset real tight, it makes me feel so feminine. And the way you put me on my makeup. And these tits. They make me feel like a real woman. Nice sized tits. This corset is so tight. Oh, yes. I love the way it feels. Brings my waist in so tight, curvy. What are you doing with that sponge?
I'm blending the makeup. It's much easier to smooth if you use a sponge.
Good. Because I really want to learn how to do this right.
Makeup terminology is critical to the female impersonator. Be sure to study this segment very carefully and learn the proper names for each item. Don't be shy. Go to the newsstand and buy the women's magazines. Study the cosmetic ads. Keep yourself up to date on new products. Look at the different pictures they have on the application of eye makeup. Study the new looks. Keep yourself up to date. Not only is it a lot of fun, but these different ads are learning tools. Watch how they blend and what colors are used together. Pick 2 colors in your outfit and blend them into your makeup on your face. Watch how they highlight and flatter one another. Be a real girl and let yourself go. Use perfume. Enjoy the smell and scent of true femaleness. Get those accessories, little things like jewelry, a necklace, or a pair of earrings. Indulge yourself with a pocketbook and carry your most intimate items in there. Make sure you use moisturizing lotions and body creams. No woman would neglect her skin. To be female, you must feel female. Attitude is everything.
So, Chrissy, have you ever gone out and drag in the past?
Yes, I have. I've got to clubs, and no one's noticed. And that's part of fun. Just living a double life.
Yeah, would you use the ladies' room or the men's room?
Ladies.
Okay. And why do you use the ladies' room? Because you look like a lady.
Yes,
But-
and we look great.
But you see, Bill, not being exactly in your situation, although he might get there,
After Karen said,
would be better off using the men's room because they would look, you know, and to avoid problems, we should use the men's room, correct?
right.
When he gets to be as adept as other people.
When the other girls won't notice you, then it's
That's
time to
right.
go.
It's time when you can pass, you can go to the right room.
Oh, one time, my friend had me get all dressed up, and then we went for a drive. I drove, and it was funny. We went into a rest stop, and then she asked me if I had to go to the bathroom. I said, yeah. So then she says, come on, let's go. So then she took me into the ladies' room, and I was online. Felt like I was online forever. And nobody noticed. It was great, and it was so thrilling to go into the ladies' room, actually do my business, but be past and be able to be, to feel more feminine, be in the, and to be in the ladies' room, to be acting as a girl and everything.
When you didn't lift up the seat.
Of course, I did not lift up the seat.
That's a tough deal.
When I first went out, I had a problem knowing which bathroom I was going to use.
Where did you go?
The first time I used the men's room, but when I felt I would pass, I started using the women's room. And I felt more comfortable then. Ever since then I've been going out more and more. Thanks to Michael Salem's, because I feel more comfortable dressing. I can go to his place and get clothes and stuff like that. Yeah, where he has all the men's sizes and for me and everything. Makes everything a lot better and easier.
Well, now you just can go into a woman's room and there's no problem.
No.
Well, Karen, how do you get around people asking you for dates, male people asking you for dates, and things of that nature? You must have a technique.
Different ways depending on different situations. Usually I'm with friends, so it's a lot of times easier to, just sort of hide behind your friends or, try to blend in. But sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. or someone might not know that I'm really a man, and and you come up and then usually when they hear my voice, they figure it out. So it's.
Can I hear a good deep voice?
Don't make me do this. Okay.
All right. That's what
I have a lot of fun with it, though. Sometimes if someone will ask me to dance, I'll say, sure, why not?
Now, Chrissy, you've had problems being so beautifully attired, set up. You look just like a woman. What do you do when a male person comes and asks you for a date, flirts with you, or does something, assuming that you are a woman? What would you do?
Well, normally I would play hard to get and just be nice to a gentleman, but gently turn him down. Just have small talk with him. Don't say anything rude. And just.
Basically, you're heterosexual then.
Yes.
You like women, and you were going to be getting married, correct? So generally, the transvestite population of the world is heterosexual. I would say 95%. And how about you, Frank? Do you like women or men sexually?
Woman.
Women. So if a male person would come up to you and want to flirt with you or take you out or have some sort of feelings toward you, what would you do?
I'd try to talk to him without saying anything wrong. If not, I'd have to walk away or take off my shoe.
Right. Now here's another question, Chrissy. If you were approached by a woman, now remember the woman thinks you're a woman, right? How would you act toward this woman?
Well, I've been to clubs and ladies do come up to me and say I look sexy. Would you like to dance? So I would dance, but I wouldn't tell them who I am. And right now I'm not ready to tell them.
But you could find a woman probably that would like you, even though you were male, couldn't you? In that particular situation?
Right.
This is happening in lesbian bars and all types of places.
Right. There's some ladies that would really be interested in my type.
Right. Now, Frank, in your situation, if a lady would come to you and say, Francis. A lady would come to you and say, Francis, I like you, and I would like to go out with you and maybe have an encounter with you. What would you say to this lady? Would you tell her you're really someone else, male and not a female?
I would probably let her know. Slowly, I would let her know.
And if she still liked you, you would continue to see her, correct?
Yes. I'd like to go to clubs, dance, and meet people like that. Most of the time you do meet nice people, so I really don't worry about not meeting the wrong person.
Right. Okay. What about you, Bill? Are you straight or gay, or what do you do?
I like women.
Women. So you're heterosexual.
Yes.
If a man came up to you and you were dressed as a woman and you were beautiful the way Karen's going to make you, what would you do to her?
I'll probably turn them down.
In a nice way, of course.
Yes. The thrill is in the passing for me,
In other words, you want to be able to be an impersonator of the highest quality.
Yes.
To show that you are really looking like a woman.
Yes. And if a female came up to me,
Aha.
she would have to probably, I guess, accept both me and my altered self again.
my male self. And
How would you break this to this woman?
well, I had this fantasy that I was all dressed up and really feeling sexy. And this lady dressed in leather came along on a motorcycle and took me away on her motorcycle. You might say kidnapped me. And then took me to her place and then used me as both a male and as a female. That's...
The best of both worlds, isn't it?
Yes. My ultimate fantasy is to meet a female that would enjoy both my male and my female fantasies.
And so you consider yourself a lesbian?
If I was a female, yes, I would
Okay,
consider
well, I'm
myself.
glad you're a lesbian. And now for the next question. If you were thinking of marriage, right, would you tell the person that you're marrying, who would be a woman, if you were dressed in male attire, that you were interested in dressing like a TV or transvestite? Or would you not let it be said until maybe after the marriage? How would you handle that?
No, I would definitely let her know beforehand. I feel it's only fair.
Right. Now, I've had thousands of people that I've interviewed, and I found that marriages would last longer if you do this in advance. However, marriages don't always work out that way. You can tell the person, she could totally agree with it, and then when you do it after you're married, she could flip out. So you have to be aware and you have to be very, very careful. Now, how about you, Frank?
Yeah, I've heard things
Karen is an unusual case. She's met not thousands, but probably millions of people into the scene because she is always entertaining and all sorts of people come to see her. And I would like to know Karen's opinion of what is happening in the straight scene, in the gay scene, in the lesbian scene. What have you to say?
Well, I am bisexual, so I date men and women, both. And I've always told everyone exactly what I do, and everyone's always loved it. The women I've dated have often been bisexual, so they like it. Actually, I've never really, no one ever seems to think it's a problem because I'm so open and honest and comfortable with it myself, I think. Yeah. And I think the most important thing is if you're comfortable with yourself, then other people are going to feel comfortable with you. And my opinion has always been if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, you should tell them the truth because you don't want to be with someone that doesn't accept you the way you are.
Eventually the relationship will terminate.
Yeah, eventually the relationship would terminate. So if you just tell people right from the beginning, you can sort of weed out anyone that would have a problem with it. And I don't think anyone really wants to be married and 10 years later have someone leave them because they don't like, because they find out something or surprised. So I always feel like honesty is the best policy.
Very good. And I also want...
cheer her for that. 'Cause that's a big...
Why'd you put the applause on?
And I find especially that women tend to like this and think that it's fun. The women that I've dated always, double their wardrobe. And they borrow my clothes and I do their makeup and they do my makeup. And
Well, what about these latex items,
Well, I put on a latex jumpsuit, and that is so confining. It feels so good and so tight, and it's just a beautiful sexual feeling.
Good. Do you have to go out and meet other people if you have this kind of suit? No.
No,
You have your
can do
own
that
suit?
in private
Are you going to
if
catch
want.
any diseases from this latex?
No.
No. Everybody get latex immediately.
Karen Dior is acclaimed for her ability to apply sensual and erotic makeup. She is also quite capable of styling wigs in a variety of lengths and sizes. Here she arranges the coif femininely around the face of Virginia, no longer Bill. Ready and willing to be the feminine creature he desires.
Well, Bill.
My name isn't Bill. My name is Virginia.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Virginia now is brought the silk and satiny hosiery that will grace and encase her legs. She will be given her high heel pumps. She will put on her outerwear, and she will enjoy the conduct and demeanor of being female. Her deportment as feminine as it can be, as feminine as she feels.
Thank you, Karen. Well, Karen, what are you doing these days? I'm doing a lot of different projects. I'm directing some new things, and I have a makeup video coming out that will show you, how to do your whole makeup step by step.
Great.
And I have a line of makeup coming out in clothes, so.
The seam is straight. Are you?
Hosiery and shoes. Very exciting. All of us love high heels. Whether they're closed, open, filled with ankle straps, whether they're red, black, white, whether you like a 3-inch heel or a 6-inch heel or a 9-inch heel, whether you prefer bootery, it doesn't matter. As long as you have a heel. It gives such beautiful shape to the legs. And your hosiery, whether you prefer pantyhose or stockings, whether you like them seamed or seamless, they come in various shades and various sizes. Remember the conversion charts at the end of our learning segment, so you too can start purchasing all the exciting hosiery, footwear, foundations, and things that you need to achieve that perfect look. Why, you can even go to your neighborhood grocery store and buy pantyhose today. Just look at the sizing charts on the back. Don't be shy. Enjoy your stockings, enjoy your hosiery, enjoy your footwear. And look at the beautiful contour those heels give your legs. A woman's most important statement about herself is her hosiery and just the right pair of shoes. Nothing else can make you feel so feminine.
Thank you.
Much better. I want you to walk around the room and sashay in the proper way. Give us... What do you think about that? You think she needs some...
Pose against the fireplace.
A little bit of work.
A little bit of work. Now, Virginia, I'd like you to say, how now, Brown Cow?
How now, Brown Cat?
A little higher.
How now, Brown Cat?
Karen, can you correct that?
Try making your voice higher, a little bit higher, softer.
Talk from your diaphragm. How now is this brown cow?
He is brown.
She is brown. A cow is a she. Now, walk around a bit.
Practice your walks in a way.
That's so tight in the back.
Loosen up. Now, I would like you to sit down on a chair. Show us how you sit. Cross your legs the proper way. Very nice.
And Chrissy is wearing our leather corselet, which is adorned with laces in the front, plus a very exciting pair of gloves, and a very unusual long pair of fishnet stockings, and 4-inch heel shoes in size, well, I can't tell you really. But off you go then, and thank you so much for appearing tonight. And Miss Frances is wearing our fabulous two-piece outfit of silver lame and a satin skirt with the exciting, well, let's see what kind of pantyhose they are. Well, anyway, they're quite exciting, with a veil that we just got in from France. And that's your own hair, isn't it, Miss Frances? Very good. You look wonderful tonight. Will you step off the screen, and thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And Karen, of course, I think Karen could describe her outfit in a much better way than I can. Could you just give us a view of what you're wearing?
I'm wearing the fabulous Michael Salem one-piece bodysuit. And this thing, whatever this is, it's kind of a thing, I think. I think if you look up thing in your catalog, you'll find it.
Okay.
And
It's UV two-piece bra and panty set.
Are you wearing anything underneath that bra part? That
I happen to be wearing the fabulous Michael Salem silicone breasts.
Are they really?
Silicone is not dangerous if it's not inside your body.
Absolutely. Well,
They're very realistic.
Of all the breast simulation products, silicone really is the most realistic.
UV plastic two-piece bra and panty set with our silicone-like breast prostheses inserted in them to make them bounce around on the top. You look great tonight, so thank you for coming and helping us with Virginia's transformation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And of course, Virginia, dressed up in her fabulous wig and feminine type glasses, early leather. And you have a fabulous little sweater there with wonderful jewelry-like design and leather pants and an unusual looking red pair of shoes that you can pack in. But anyway, the outfit looks great. You're walking very well. And thanks to Karen tonight for teaching you and Chrissy and Francis to assist you. Thank you so much.
And yes, the 90s have opened us up for exotic wear and fetish gear. Yes, you too can experience the lovely textures of latex and leather, satin or lace, whatever appeals to you. Why, I, Janice Rayner, have a complete line of videotapes that cater to those people who enjoy the unusual or the bizarre. And Michael Salem Enterprises Incorporated can assist you in purchasing this exotic clothing if all you want to do is wear it, model, and pose. Why, you can even get yourself a Polaroid with a timer and pose yourself in your most feminine poses. Take a number of snapshots. Look at them all. After all, a woman has her own talents for being exotic, exciting, and seductive. And so should you. Develop these skills and enjoy yourself. Wear anything and everything that makes you feel truly female. The following segment includes size conversion charts, which will assist you in purchasing all of your feminine wardrobe. But please do bear in mind that each item varies from manufacturer to manufacturer. Bear in mind that certain items will contour and fit your body much better than others. So girls, save those receipts for after shopping. When you want to return those items at the exchange counter, you know what a nuisance it is if you don't have your receipts.
transvestites has never been easier than right now. Tap into thousands of ads from transvestites. Discover local events and happenings. Get association and group information. Fashion tips as well as the Michael Salem catalog free of charge. All for $3.59 per minute.